Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. In this fourth installment of the movie series Daredevil, Indiana Jones, i.e. Harrison Ford, races against time to retrieve a legendary dial that can change the course of history. Accompanied by his goddaughter Helena, played by Phoebe Waller-Bridge, he soon finds himself up against Eugen Voller, played by Mads Mikkelsen, a former Nazi. Okay. So despite this fourth Indiana Jones installment being one of the most expensive movies ever made, with a ludicrous budget of $295 million, with everyone who has seen this movie questioning what exactly did they spend the money on, this is easily the weakest of the Indiana Jones saga so far. Directed by James Mangold, who directed 2019's Ford vs Ferrari, it lacks big-time Spielberg magic and adventure. It would appear that this movie was made in a rush, with a whole load of sections very badly edited together, lacking uniform continuity. The opening train scene is like something out of a run-of-the-mill PlayStation game, with a fake background and fake animated-esque badass entourage going up against Indiana Jones. The car chase scene on the streets and narrow alleyways is fairly decent enough, but has nothing we haven't already seen in, say, the later Fast and Furious movies. The underwater scene is very disappointing. Again, terrible fake CGI, like something out of a cheap botched computer game, which brings us to the predictable final scene, with Indiana Jones in an underground cave discovering the priceless artifact in question, with very little, if any, booby traps. And what happens on the backdrop of this, involving a plane going through a hole in the cloud, is just so horrifically terrible, it beggars belief. It beggars belief that this ending actually got approved. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is just annoyingly terrible, in a British female comedian Miranda Hart sort of way, while badass Mads Mikkelsen is bordering on being cardboard cutout, while Harrison Ford has it written all over his face that the only reason why he attached himself to this half-baked, poorly written Indiana Jones travesty is because of the hefty paycheck he received. This fourth Indiana Jones movie slots into the template of, say, an Indiana Jones pilot TV series. Look, it is overall entertaining, but is a deflated souffle in comparison to, say, the first three Indiana Jones movies at least. 4 out of 10.